What's up, everybody? It's Josh here. I wanted to do a quick review on these E-Cigs. First off, I do smoke. I don't smoke very often. I've been smoking more lately. It's usually a couple drags here and there. And I've always laughed at these things and the people that smoke these things. Like, it's just another addiction. It's just something else. And it doesn't really break that oral fixation. But as a pot smoker, it's not a big deal for me because it's just like smoking on a pipe anyway. And I got this because I wanted to use it for hash oil extraction. I wanted to try to mix some very pure hash oil with some propylene glycol or glycerin and figure out the perfect balance to make my own e-pipes, if you will. And my mom bought these, and she ended up getting two for the package she bought. She didn't even realize she got two. She's like, oh, and I was like, hey, I'll take one. And while I was there, I filled it up with the tobacco juice. And honestly, I didn't really think that it would be any... I didn't even think I would like it. But honestly, it tastes really good. And it gives you the same feeling that you get from a cigarette. So I was very skeptical for a long time about these. I don't know about the cheaper models. This is called this is from Fat Boy Vapors, is what it's called. And it's just got the little blue button on there, and if you push it 5 times it turns off, push it 5 times it turns on. Simple little unit. Fascinated by it. I really want to know if I can mix, how I can do a hash oil mixture that will be perfect consistency without being too sticky or gummy. But in the meantime, using it for an actual e-cig for its purpose, I'm very impressed. And I'm definitely not sponsoring smoking, and I think that this is causing a lot of problems with kids these days that think they can just smoke these and they'll be okay, and they're cool or something, and they're not. But for smokers who've been smoking for years, they can be very beneficial. And I like this thing, I really do. I'm curious about a few different things, but I don't need any flavored, delicious tasting anything. I just, want it to taste like a cigarette or hash or whatever you want it to taste like. The one thing I wanted to say about these is, after reading a few articles about trying to figure out how to make my own hash oil infusion for them, I heard a couple stories from people like a bus driver who talked about how people will light these up on the bus without even asking or without even caring. And I wanted to say that for those who do smoke e-cigarettes, don't be rude. I mean, it's really rude to, especially to, go up and start puffing in a no-smoking zone just for the sake of doing it. It's almost like, try to have that same respect. Just like, even if there's kids around, oh, it's okay, it's just an e-cig. Well, people don't all view it that way. And you can smell it. And I'll be honest, you're breathing in vapors that have nicotine in them and propylene glycol or glycerin, and you're blowing out that smoke, and it dissipates fast, but it's still there. So I've been in a room with somebody who's smoking one, and you can definitely smell it. And the safety issues are still up in the air. And I think generally they're much safer than cigarettes, obviously, but still, use your head and don't be disrespectful, please. It's just, I'd be pissed if the guy next to me on the bus started puffing on one of these. I'm like, come on, or airplane. But, to each his own, I guess. I'm really just kind of fascinated by the idea, and I think that it's good that, unfortunately, it's sad that it had to go through the tobacco route in order to make these things affordable for stoners. You go out and buy a nice vapor pen, it's going to cost you $150. One of these would probably do the same trick. It's just about getting the consistency right. So multiple uses, and all in all, a great product. I think it's good. Seems to work well. Seems to give me the desired effect, and it seems to have the right flavor. I was always under the impression that you wouldn't feel it in your lungs, but you do, which isn't a good thing. But definitely is if you're trying to mimic smoking and quit smoking. If you're not getting anything, you're going to be like, why am I even doing this? So, some words about the vape pens. Have a good day, everybody.